Co si myslíte o islámu?
O islámu.
Že tady není úplně tak jako to náboženství asi rozšířený, bych řekl. Takže jediné, co o náboženství o islámu jako vím, tak to je vlastně z médií, že jo. Což není úplně tak, bych řekl, tak dobrý povzbudivý jako náboženství. Jo, protože většinou to jsou samé negativní záležitosti, co se teda týče tady u nás České republiky.
A co si myslíte o terorismu?
No, podle mě jako islám a terorismus prostě je pro mě jakoby úzký spojení. Právě díky tomu, jak se prezentuje tady v českých médiích. Že tam je, když se řekne islám, tak automaticky se ten terorismus tomu aspoň u mě spojuje a myslím si, že je to u více lidí takhle.
Balbinova 23. I think that's some crazy disco club. And we should go there for Anastasia. That sounds like fun. It's not enough one night. They need more time. Night and a half day. Now they are gonna be really tired and they need to go home. So we're trying to make a documentary movie about Islam in Czech Republic.
Oh my god.
Islam?
Yes.
I'm Christian.
Saturday morning, and you are trying to make a movie.
I think it's a bad idea.
Oh. No camera. Okay. No camera.
For example, I know nothing about Islam because
Me neither, no.
I'm a Christian girl and
Yes, me too. Orthodox.
yes,
Muslim.
and I'm from Russia and I don't know about Islam in Czech Republic.
Yeah, honestly, we don't care.
Do you have a lot of Muslims in Russia?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
You're from
I live in Bashkortostan.
where?
You know, Ural, and I think half of population is Islam. My sister is a Christian and his husband is Muslim. Yes, and
Please, look
they
at the
really
Look at the road.
have a problem
I'm scared.
with religion of their
Sorry,
child.
what did you say?
They have a problem about this. The religion for their child.
Yes, and it's like
And they have no problem with co-living together, like.
yes, it's okay.
You have in Russia you had a war with Chechnya. There is.
Oh my god, really? Really? I have to call my purse. I have no idea, really. I don't know, really. Maybe on far away somewhere on the borders. I don't know. Maybe we can turn on the music.
Yeah.
It's morning. Ta-da-ta-tam. Dobre rano.
So it's opening up.
My name is Idris Štěpán Kubinec. I'm 29 years old. I'm Czech and I've become Muslim 2 years ago in 2011. I grew up in a small city called Nové Sedlo. close to Karlovy Vary, and because it's on the border with Germany, and the criminality is quite high there, so a lot of people find entertainment in bad things. The boys are having problems with the drugs, and the girls are having problems with the prostitutes and drugs, and it's like combined. During the communistic period, we had to have a big country because we are on the border with Germany. So everybody, young men, had to go to army to be ready to fight, and I was one of the last generation who had to go to army. It was my duty that time.
This is so shocking, of course, to everybody watching.
I've never seen anything like it. It literally blew itself into World Trade Center.
It started everything with the 9/11 in 2001, when the World Trade Center fell down. After that, in TV, it started to be only about Arabs, and they used to say only bad things about them. So I wanted to know how it is in reality.
Here's the second one. This is the collapse of the second tower. And so now, as we stand here.
We met in Norway. We went to Norway because we wanted to work in Africa, and there is a, let's say, preparation course before going there. So we met there. Somewhere inside, I knew a long time that he wanted to convert because he studied Arabic. And all the time when he came back from the lesson, I asked him, so what did you learn? How was it? And he said, yeah, I didn't learn so much. We were talking a lot about Islam and so on. So it was driving him there.
This is the military book from the army. When I was 18, I came back 19, and then I was working 2 years in a factory. And after that, I found the horses, and I started to work with them. That's my picture when I was working with horses, when I was a carriage driver in Karlovy Vary. So it's me. That's also my horses, Rebecca and Sarah. I really like them, but I think they are dead already. When I went to Norway, it was an international school. It was like work for volunteers, so we used to learn about different countries, different cultures, and we also went to visit the refugee camp, and it was full of Muslims from Afghanistan, Congo, Nigeria, Chechnya, wherever. So it was the first place where I actually met the Muslims properly.
Before, he couldn't find himself. He was doing things which were not interesting for him. He was bored all the time, not happy. He came home and he said, I'm Muslim. And I was thinking, okay, so what does it mean for him? What does it mean for me and for us both? And he explained me that we should get married in mosque. So 2 days after he converted. Morning he's praying and I'm sleeping, and actually I like it because this is like it means that the day is starting, and sometimes we are going for a trip or whatever and he has to pray, but this is not the problem.
I used to be a typical West young guy, have fun, do whatever you want, and so I kind of wanted to change this, but I also like it's easy. I like that. and so for me it was like jump somewhere where you don't know where we are jumping.
Under the hot burning sun, he declared God is one.
I don't know why, but I felt sympathy to Muslim people, and when I came back from Norway, I moved to Prague and I started to learn Arabic language. And my teacher, he's Czech, but his parents, both of them are from Palestine.
I was teaching him Arabic 2 years ago, and we were speaking, sometimes talking about Islam. He wasn't Muslim before. The Islam in Czech has been here maybe about 20 years. There was some Muslims before that, but very little. After 1990, Muslims start to come from outside. There was the first prayer room and first mosque in Brno and then in Prague. As Muslims, people are different. They are not the same. There are some people who hate Islam or don't like Islam. They are fighting us on the internet and in the TV and so on. Every time they see the Muslims trying to build a mosque, to do something for Islam, they start fighting us. But in fact, we don't have any big problems with them.
Allah looks not at how you look, but what is in your heart.
When I called my mother and to my family, and I told them, "Hi, Mom, I'm a Muslim," she started to laugh, and as well as my brother didn't take it seriously, and they didn't believe me. So I was sad about that, but I gave them time and I explained them what is it about and things like this, and after some time they accepted that. I had friends, I told them, and some of them they were really Muslim. Why Muslim? Because they have the bad opinion about that. But I don't know, come on, don't look at the TV, it's not true.
The death toll on the island just outside of Oslo, where hundreds of young people were gathered for a political weekend, has
I hope that he will study the Islamic studies and come back to teach Muslims Islam and to inform other people about Islam, because I'm originally Arab, so even if I speak Czech, but people looks to me like I'm a foreigner, but he is Czech. He's original Czech, so when he speaks about Islam, the people will understand it better than if I speak.
But for me it's much better now, because he has some duties and so on. Probably if I would know that before, that it's so good, I would force him to be Muslim.
I want to study about my religion, I want to learn Arabic language, and I want to go to study to Saudi Arabia, because if you are Muslim in Czech, in non-Muslim country, and somebody asks you, are you Muslim, you have to protect yourself.